Assalamu alaikum everybody. So I promised a live video today. I'm gonna do it now. So I kind of wanted to talk about invisible illness and what it is. I may have talked about it before, but today it is really, really apparent for me. This morning I woke up and I was in so much pain that I couldn't move. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get out of bed to feed our dog, and my co-wife actually had to help me get up out of bed because I was in so much pain I couldn't sit up. This is actually the first time I've gotten up since then. Sorry I keep messing this. I've got a hoodie on underneath here, so I'm it looks weird. This is the first time that I got up out of a seated position, because I came downstairs, I fed our dog, I got coffee, and I sat down until my pain medication would kick in. So this is the first time that I've gotten up in, I don't know, a hour or two, because I would have sat down. I sat down about 8 o'clock, and that was just because our dog jingled the bells to go outside because she wanted to lay on the porch. So it's just really apparent today. I take in the morning, I take 8 pills. I take 2 gummy vitamins because I can't do regular vitamins. And I have a nose spray thing for allergies. So that's just my morning. Then throughout the day, I take extra pain medication, muscle relaxers, and gabapentin, which is actually an anti-seizure medication, but it's also used for nerve pain and reflexes and stuff like that. And then at night I take 12 pills right now. 12 to 13. So, I take a lot of medication during the day. And most of the time I don't use my cane because since I had my hip surgery, I don't have that fear of my hips just stop working and I fall, because that's why I used my cane before. But now my issue is my muscles aren't strong enough, where I get this debilitating back pain that I have this morning, which alhamdulillah, I have not had that happen in a very long time. It was just really scary because it did happen and I haven't had it in a long time. So, people can't tell that I'm disabled. I don't use a cane as much anymore, I'm not, paraplegic. I'm not restrained to a wheelchair. I don't have a walker or anything like that. Sometimes I do use a wheelchair. Let me respond to Ismail if I can, because he can't. I don't know how to respond to things. Ismail, if you can hear me. Oh, there we go. So, sometimes I use a wheelchair. If I am, having a lot of trouble, yesterday, I was super, super shaky. My legs were shaking, my arms were shaking. I was trying to, look at stuff on my phone, and my arm was shaking, so much I couldn't really hold my phone with my left hand, because my arm was just too weak for it. and I like was shaking going down the stairs. Like I was afraid I was gonna fall because my legs were so weak. You know, and so we need to recognize, like, that's what invisible illness is. Like, I look healthy. If someone looked at me, they would be like, what are you talking about that you know, have mobility issues? Why are you using a wheelchair today when you didn't use it yesterday? You know, but it's like one day, I can be fine one day and then have no ability to do anything the next day, depending on like what I did that day, depending on the weather, depending on my body just decides to stop working sometimes. You know, and I have other friends who have fibromyalgia and deal with this, friends who have Ehlers-Danlos who deal with this, especially Ehlers-Danlos, because our bodies just, you know, stop working because we have a connective tissue disorder. That's what Ehlers-Danlos is. So basically, like, we're too flexible. So this summer, you know, in the summertime, your joints, ow, sorry, my hip just popped, painfully. You know, in the summer, your joints expand and get looser. And so, like, this summer, I've been feeling super unstable because my joints are already loose because I have a connective tissue disorder. So then when the summer makes them more loose, I just feel like I'm going to fall over all the time or fall down the stairs. Which is why I got the wheelchair, why I've been using it more this summer, because if I'm doing anything that's not just like a quick errand, like the grocery store or something, it's really, really difficult for me to continue standing or walking. You know, so you guys, it's just so important to remember, like, if you can't see that someone is disabled, like, you can't see that, like, they don't have a cane, they aren't in a wheelchair, they don't have a walker, whatever, you know, if they tell you they have mobility issues, if they tell you that they're disabled, don't immediately discount them, because you don't know how it feels to live in our bodies when we're in so much pain every single day, and we're exhausted every single day because of the pain. You know, alhamdulillah, I'm on a bunch of medications, and so that helps with my pain levels. But I would absolutely love to be able to not take any medication. Like, let me calculate this really quick. I take up to 12 pills at night. I take 8 in the morning. That's 20 pills. Just that. Then 22 for the gabapentin. Then 24 with my tramadol. 25 pills a day with all of my medication. That's a lot. I'm 26 years old, and I'm taking 25 pills a day right now just to manage my pain. Like, a couple of those aren't for pain management, but most of them are pain management. Most of them are like anti-inflammatories. Tramadol is a low-level narcotic for pain. I have a muscle relaxer. I have a couple different medications to help with nerve pain for fibromyalgia. And it's just, the list just goes on. And I know other sisters out there who have the same thing. And, you know, subhanAllah, like, it broke my heart during Ramadan, because there's so many sisters that I know that live with chronic pain every single day, and they can't fast because if they fast, they don't take their medicine, and then they can't function, which happened to me, which is why I had to stop fasting. And subhanAllah, there's a sister that I know that, you know, she has chronic pain, and because she, you know, doesn't, like, use a walker or anything, her mom basically, like, forced her to fast, and it got to the point she had to pretend that she was fasting and only eat, like, in hiding, because she needed to be able to take her medication. But her mom doesn't believe that her pain levels are that bad, even though she sees doctors for them and takes medication. Like, we need to not discount this, guys. If you haven't lived it, you don't know, you don't understand. And it is absolutely horrible. You know, people out there, fibromyalgia, Ehlers-Danlos, lupus, you know, I have a friend that has really, really bad anemia and iron deficiency. She's in pain a lot and exhausted all the time. You know, there are all of these different physical conditions that you cannot see. Not even psychological issues, just physical conditions that you cannot see. They are invisible illnesses, invisible physical illnesses, not psychological. And if you aren't experiencing it, you don't understand. So, yeah, sorry, I'm just having a hard time because I'm like struggling because, you know, I was fine for so long, and then, you know, today was just a really bad day. I don't know if, like, the weather went crazy or what. You know, the other night we had, like, a tornado warning, so I'm sure, like, the barometric pressure, like, went all crazy, and, you know, when the barometric pressure changes quickly, it can cause people to be in pain. I don't know, but, so, like, even just sitting here right now, like, my muscles are, like, spazzing out. But so that's why I wanted to do this video, because, you know, I wanted people to know and understand what's going on. Like, that's the purpose of this, you know, this video blog thing that I'm supposed to be doing that I'm really bad at doing because of my health, you know, because I don't do anything all day. I don't leave the house because I can't walk all the time, you know. So I'm like, what am I supposed to film? I just sit on the couch all day watching Netflix because I can't go on walks. But then at the same time, if I don't go on walks, then it just makes my muscles weaker. It's a whole ridiculous cycle. Okay, well, I'm ranting, and you know, if you don't experience it, you don't really know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't understand, or you think I'm just making it all up. I've had someone say that to me before, that I'm just making up illnesses that I have to gain followers or something. Astaghfirullah. So I'm gonna let the dogs back in because it's not as hot today since it's been raining, but it's pretty hot out. I don't want them out there. So thanks, guys, for watching. Sorry that, like, I kind of rambled and ranted. It's just a really rough day for me right now, but, like, my muscles are having trouble with me holding up the phone. So, assalamu alaikum. I will, inshallah, be posting a blog today. Not a video, a blog. I will put the link, up on my page if you guys want to see it. Inshallah. So, I hope that you all have a good day, bismillah, and, inshallah, you'll see me again soon. Bye.